Who's starting tonight?
Oh, that's a great question. No idea.
You might actually not know yet.
Not yet.
Any feelings?
Payton, Sam, Luke.
2 mystery players after that?
Yes.
Okay.
Are the Maine guys going to play?
Yeah, they're here.
And then are you at all looking at their championship game on Monday and thinking about that for balancing them out from yesterday to today to maybe Sunday, maybe Monday?
No, they got to play. They got to be ready to play.
Got it.
Yeah, that's what they wanted.
Joe, Grant back tonight. You were here since day one in his career in Boston, essentially. What was it like to coach him? See his growth here, and just sort of kind of be around him as both an assistant and as a head coach.
Yeah, first summer, just the way he worked on his game, instantly became just a guy that really knew defensive schemes, could communicate those, and just a guy that was well liked around the locker room and in the facility. So the conversation with him about how the defense has kind of grown over the years kind of started with those.
What was kind of that communication like with him? An energetic guy, a guy who would talk a lot. What was just that relationship like with him?
Him talking, other people listening.
Joe, in Miami a few months ago, you said that other teams shouldn't try to be like you guys or make moves in terms before the trade deadline because you guys hadn't won anything yet, that you guys were still chasing. How do you put that or reinstall that hunger before the playoffs to make sure you guys aren't the best team in the league and the favorites and all that? You don't enter the playoffs with that type of bravado. You enter it with that hunger that you kind of referred to a few months ago.
I think you have to have both of those things. I think you have to have a balance of knowing you're a really good team, but also the humility to understand that you could lose at any time. I think the guys have carried that perspective the entire season. So you're not going to go in talking yourself down. At the same time, you want to have a level of humility. So you understand what you're really good at, and you understand that you could lose at any times if you don't do X, Y, and Z. So it's just a focus on kind of having that balance, which I think the guys have done, the entire year.
How can you determine the hunger? How can you determine over the next week or so because you guys are not going to play any meaningful games for another week, like that this team is like, okay, these guys are ready?
I think the resume that they've built the entire season. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.